Okay, so hello and welcome again. So we're doing Oracle Angel and Tarot cards reading today, myself and Mel. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Please subscribe and like. If you like this kind of content, there will be live readings every week, every Thursday. And so I thought we'll do a little introduction. Whoever is joining might not have heard of us before. So I'm Kat Basilko. My Facebook page, my website goes by the name of AtSoulLevel Healing. I'm a spiritual medium and healer. There are links in the description for our website, mine and Mel's. And I suppose I'll let you know just quickly what it is that I offer at the minute. So I have a Angel Club group on Facebook. I'm currently dedicating that group to everything and anything to do with angels. There's also a monthly Angel Club session, live session, where we meet through messenger rooms and we do a little session of I share any inspired message that I receive from the angels for the coming month. For the people that join, we go through a meditative exercise or an attunement, and then I pull an angel card for every single participant that's in there. I do that Angel Club does require donations, so I do share my link for those. If you're interested, then please just go to my Facebook page, group, and I'll send the link in the chat. Otherwise, please do check out my website, www.atsoullevelhealing.com. There's lots and lots about what I share, and I would encourage you to join my newsletter, because it is my newsletter subscribers that will receive the special offers. They're first in line for any special offers. And then I let you know what else I'm doing as well through my newsletter. So I think that's it about me.
Okay, hi everyone, I'm Mel, and I'm a spiritual mentor, Reiki Master and tarot reader. So I think my website is also in the description, but just in case it's not, then it's www.melanie-stevens.com. I've got loads of free stuff on my website, and if you go over there and subscribe to my website, you'll get a load more. You'll get access to some secret, hidden tabs that you only get as a member. It's all completely free, and all of the stuff that you get access to is free as well. I have a course out as well on Udemy, and I've just tried to add the comment into the comments, and it's not letting me do it. So I'll add it in afterwards. I'll pop it into the comments, and that will give you access to my crystals course over on Udemy.
Cool. Okay. So if you just bear with me, sorry, because I just want to check something quick. By the way, Mel, you could try. Does it let you pop the link into our private chat?
Yes, it will. It won't let me do it on the main one, so I can pop that in there now. Go.
Cool. Let me. Because then I'm just gonna. Now, just so you guys know, I did take Mel's self-healing with crystals course, and I think it's really good. I'm a beginner to crystals. I mean, I have crystals, but I haven't actually properly used them, I don't think. And I still didn't really have an idea how to start or what to do with them, apart from, whenever I pick up a crystal and I know what it is and I look it up in the book and I'm like, oh, that's what it means. But, apart from holding it and kind of like setting intention and thinking about this crystal or wearing it on myself, there was nothing else that I could really think about or come up with, to be honest. And couldn't be bothered really researching online much. So your course has cleared all of that up for me, and you have really good exercises there and a little meditation on how to get to know your crystals and everything. So I think it's really good. So yeah, definitely.
Fabulous. Thank you, Kat. Yeah, I'm really chuffed with it.
Yeah, I'm definitely planning on going back because, on Udemy, once you buy a course, then you can go back to it. So whenever I want to connect to my crystals again, I can just go back and do the meditation. Yeah, so yeah, it's definitely good, and anyone can do it, even if you've never worked with crystals. So highly recommend.
I wanted to aim it at beginners and try and sort of do it with the basics there. So I've done a couple of courses. I did a crystal Reiki Master course, which was brilliant, but it was quite technical. And I thought, okay, who am I aiming this at? So I wanted to aim it at people who were where I was probably 2 or 3 years ago. I had crystals, but that was about it. That was as far as I got. I didn't know what to do with them really. So yeah, hence I created the course.
Yeah. So if anybody is watching live, then please let us know. We will be doing readings, right? So these are free readings, but we do have PayPal links in the description to ask for a thank you donation if you feel like it. It's ready there for you. Okay, somebody's saying hi. Thank you very much. Just to let you know, I've forgotten to figure out how to let my Facebook users join with their name. So I still don't know it just says Facebook user. So please, if you could just put your name, that would be great. And
I used to have this. I think I might have resolved it by signing up to StreamYard ages ago. I had the same thing, and somebody said, "Oh, I can't see your name," so I signed it up, and then they could see my name, something like that.
I think it's I think there's actually a link in StreamYard that I need to copy and paste like on my event so people can click on it.
Okay.
I think it's something like that, but I just haven't gotten around to it. So thank you, Natalia. And yeah, so I was just saying this is there's a PayPal link for a thank you donation. We are doing free readings otherwise, and we'll be, depending on how many people join, it's a reading between 3 to 5 people, depending on how long it takes us, and we'll be taking turns. So one person for Mel, one person for me, and please, if you have, we would ask for a question. So please have a little think about a question. It doesn't have to be super specific. You could ask about an area of your life, although we do encourage specific questions, but I just know sometimes it's a little bit difficult to ask a specific question. And we will do a reading for whoever we are drawn to. It depends on how many people, because if there are just enough people to fit in within our time slot, then we'll cover those as well. Cool. Okay. So let's see. So far, I think we just have Natalia joining. So if you would like a card, Natalia, just let us know if you'd like a reading. And if you have a question, and then we'll see what happens if no one else joins. Then I was thinking we could do, you had a good suggestion, Mel, we could do a collective reading for this week. Yeah. So we'll give it a second. So Mel is working with tarot cards today. I actually brought 2 decks. One is my angel deck and one is an oracle deck. And so I'm just kind of like going with my gut as to what deck I would choose depending on what question there is.
I always do the same. I've got multiple decks. I've got, just in case anybody's interested, if you do use the tarot yourself. So I've got the Tarot Grand Lux here, which is one of my faves. Got some really beautiful, powerful, strong imagery in there and lovely backs as well. I've got quite a bright ring light. Sorry, hopefully you can see that okay. So really strong, powerful imagery on this. I've also got a bit more gentle, the Tarot of the
Crystal Visions. Oh,
Crystal
I've
Visions.
seen that one. Many people have they really like this one.
It's lovely. The images are gorgeous. That's the Wheel of Fortune, if you can see that on the back. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
It's not reflecting the blinding light of my I've had to block out the sun because it was right in my eyes, and now it's pitch dark, and then so I've had to put the light on. But I do also have this Thelema tarot as well, which is also quite lovely. So yeah, I'm the same. I have to have 2 or 3, because if I've just got one and I don't feel drawn to it, then I'm like, oh, okay, I need to get a different one.
Yeah.
They're all slightly different as well. They've got a different energy.
Okay, so Natalia is asking for a card. She has a question about her work and just professional service in general. So, okay, are you, Natalia, looking for sort of guidance in what to do, which way to go? Am I kind of in the right, have I got a right idea about it? Are you seeking something new? Are you thinking to change? If you could just let us know.
I've just literally had a card fly out just as I was shuffling, and it's the 2 of Swords, which is about decisions, not knowing which decision to make. I don't know if that's relevant or if I just dropped it. It might have just been my butterfingers just flip over as I was shuffling.
I think the tarot card basically just told us what's your question. But yeah, let us know if that's right. So because it's pretty quiet right now, I'll pull a card for you, Natalia, as well. I will let Mel answer the question however she wants to answer, and then I'll have an oracle card for you as an extra. And one has already jumped out, so I'm just putting it aside. I'm just going to let you, Mel, do your thing.
Right, so 2 jobs, dividing your time between. Okay, so so you've got 2 jobs that you're doing at the moment. Another jumper. And Ace of Wands, which is all about new beginnings and new opportunities and exciting developments. Let me see what else I can get them. So 2 jobs that you're dividing your time between. So what does Natalia need to know about these 2 jobs? So we'll have the first one. Okay, 2 jobs. That's the first one. And what does she need to know about the second one? Right, interesting. So, I mean, I don't know which job is which that I'm going to here, but I've got job 1 and job 2, and hopefully it will make sense to you. So, one of the jobs that you've got the Page of Swords coming in, which is all about news. It's a messenger card. So the page brings news. Now, this usually with the swords is an email or a letter or a phone call. It's somebody bringing some news to you about your job. And then we've got the moon. Now, the moon card represents that unconscious part of ourselves, and it can represent fears and being uncomfortable with something. So there might be some news that comes in around one of these jobs where it puts you into a little bit of a spin with that moon card. So we've got one is artistic and the other one is holistic. Okay. So there is some news coming in around one of those jobs. And the other job, I'm getting the message that you're perhaps doing too much. We've got the 5 of Wands card. Now, this card does represent conflict very often, but it also represents conflicting priorities. And when you do have a busy work life and you've got maybe 2 jobs that you're trying to juggle, it can represent that it's causing a bit of like conflict between the 2 jobs. But we've got the Judgment card here for this job, and this is all about awakening, truth and clarity. So with the 2 jobs that you're juggling, I do get the feeling that you might be being called to not necessarily like ditch one of them, but you've got that competition between the 2 and they're both competing for your time. And there is going to be some news coming in around one of them, the Page of Swords. Let me see if I can get anything else for you. So one is artistic and one's holistic. Right, what else do you need to know about the artistic job? And what about the holistic? Okay. The artistic job that you're doing, we've got the Four of Swords. Now, this is all about having a bit of a break. It doesn't mean walk away from it altogether, but it does mean that you might need to just give yourself a little bit of time, particularly with that Five of Wands energy where you're doing too much and you've got like competing deadlines, competing priorities, and it can lead to a little bit of burnout. So we've got the Four of Swords, which is just about just step back a little bit. And this is for the artistic job that you're doing. Just step back a little bit, have a bit of a rest. Now, with the holistic job, we have this cryptic card here, the unknown card. So this is where something is coming in that you're not meant to know about. Very frustrating, but this is all you've got to sort of trust a little bit with your holistic job. You might be feeling your way in the dark a little bit because there's something coming in that you're not meant to know about yet. So it does look, and you've got the Judgment card with this one as well. So your holistic work is part of your spiritual journey. And I feel like you might need to just relax the other one for now, but not forever, just to protect your energy levels a bit. Hope that makes sense, Natalia.
So the card that I have for you is, oh, hang on. I didn't figure out which side to put the cards. It's called the Butterfly Spirit and its transformation. So I feel like when I'm actually talking about transformation, I feel like this is not necessarily something that you're maybe experiencing just yet, but it's almost like awaiting to happen, because I feel like there is something more that you need to know before you make a decision, if that's what you're wondering about. Because on this card, I can see this fairy with the wings. She's got the wings open, so that tells me that you're very, I mean, to me, that artistic job feels a little bit more like something that lights you up. When I was looking at this fairy, it felt very light and kind of soul driven. So if one of those is more, feeling like your calling, let's say, or something that your heart is calling you to do, then I feel like there might be some little more information that you need, or that will come, that will help you make the right decision. Because also this fairy, she has, although she's actually looking, she's in the middle of the card, but she's actually looking towards one direction more. She's standing straight, but she's looking towards one. And it's also, she's kind of looking towards the future as well. So I feel like, again, that just kind of tells me that there's a little bit more that you need to know before you make that move in that direction. And I have a feeling it's to do with the artistic side, just because of the lightness of the card that I feel. And I don't know, that's just how I feel towards the artistic pursuits. The other thing is that on this card we have, so the fairy, she's actually quite high in the clouds, which again makes me think of, imagination, art, artistry, that kind of, all of those kind of subjects. And that's where I feel the transformation will come. I don't know in how, in what way, how will it look like, but yeah, I just, I feel like there's something in that artistic pursuit. And if it feels more aligned with you, let us know or let me know in the comments if that resonates with you. Just give me a second, because it's almost the other thing that I'm kind of getting from this card is there is like a little tiny fairy, like a baby fairy in the very far background underneath. And so I feel like there is something, possibly this little fairy could signify your dependents, so your child, your kids, And somehow I feel like maybe that decision that you have is somehow dependent on them. So I don't know if in any way your child is, if you're thinking about one direction in particular, if you're having doubts because maybe somehow it might need a little bit more arrangements when it comes to like childcare and things like that. So yeah, I hope that kind of gave you a little bit of guidance. Either way, it sounds like there is something coming that maybe is just not there yet, some information or some, epiphany or idea for you to be able to really pinpoint what it is and how it is that you want to do this. But either way, I think it's very positive because the transformation is coming, right? Because we have a transformation card. But yeah, I just feel like transformation comes with the decisions that will be coming from your heart. So whichever of those jobs feels like you're called to more, yeah, it's worth just focusing on that. But it might take a little bit of time until you'll be able to fully engage in that.
Just as you were saying about transformation, another card's just jumped out. They're flying tonight. Either that or I'm just having a really clumsy day. But the death card flew out, and that's all about endings and beginnings. It's death and rebirth. It's not as scary as it sounds. It's a really, actually, very positive card. It's when you shut one door, another door opens, and it's death and rebirth. And it doesn't have to be a huge door. It could just be something that you say, right, something's got to give, so I'm going to drop that, and then something new will come in once you've made that decision. And then I've got the Six of Swords, which is all about moving into slightly calmer times. So if things have been a bit chaotic, they're going to just settle down a little bit for you.
So hopefully that answered your questions, Natalia. Let us know, if it resonates with you. I really like these cards, and I'm going to actually share with you guys as well which ones I'm using. This is actually a new deck. It's not new on the market, but it's new for me, and I'm really loving it. It's called the Sacred Forest Oracle. By the Nest.
I've had my eye on one for a while, actually.
Pardon?
I've had my eye on that one for a while, actually.
I did for a long while as well, because we both, I think, collect quite a lot of card decks. So at some point I was like, because I don't have too much space for them. So I realized that there were many that I'm not using in the end. So I thought, I like them, I bought them, and then I wasn't using them. So I started actually selling them off. And as I started doing that, the ones that I was considering before, I was like, I think now might be the time.
How many decks have you got now? How many have you got?
I actually don't know now, because with all the ones that I sold.
Oh, I did that. I swapped a load, actually, and I gave some away, and I have sold a few as well over the years, and I've still got probably 25, 30.
Yeah, I think something like that. I think I still have at least 30, because I have sold quite a few. And actually, someone just bought another one from me today, because I have it on eBay, by the way, anyone looking for some card decks that are used, but they're very good condition, because I actually haven't used them. I maybe used them once or twice, and then that's why I'm selling them, because since then I haven't actually looked at them at all. My user is KT2305. There you go, a little information for you guys. But yeah, since then I have bought a few as well, so I think I'm still within the 30 mark.
Is that bad? Are we bad?
No. Do you know what? I do watch, I really like watching deck reviews and deck collections that people have on YouTube. People have hundreds.
Yeah, so we're not that bad. Not yet.
So I think we're good. I think. Oh, Natalia says that whenever she's typing, it stops the video. That's not good.
Yeah. Thanks for your message back, though, Natalia.
Yeah, gosh, I don't know. I hope that's not for everyone like that, because that would be
Yeah, I've
annoying.
never noticed that before. I might have to have a look and see why it does that.
It shouldn't, because it should just work normally, like on Facebook, when you comment.
And yet again, these cards keep flying. Two of Swords and Death card again just fell out. So it's as if we just needed that reiteration. It's like Spirit are going, I told you.
Yeah.
Go out at me again. So that's a very strong message for you, Natalia, about your decision and closing a door.
Both of them are self-employed, and artistic one seems to be better paid and easier with the childcare. Ah, well, there you go.
I think that one might be the right choice because I've just got the sun for you.
Yeah.
Happiness, joy, optimism. This is one of the most positive cards you can get, and it just literally flipped over just as I read your comment. So go with your heart.
Yeah, go with your heart. I love it. I love the transformation card. Well, I mean, I love all of these cards, but I love it that it popped out, is what I mean.
Yeah. And also, I noticed that you messaged us at 4:44, Natalia. So
Ooh, angel
signs
number.
there for you.
Yeah, cool. Holistic is, I'm just gonna like put it. Well, holistic is my passion that I put quite a few years ago. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, let me tell you, I also, I don't know how to say it, but it's like, because I had a passion, I still have a passion for health, well-being. I kind of started working with that idea in my mind with personal training and nutrition, and like it's still a really big part of my life because I really, anything to do with holistic approach to health and well-being is still my passion. And yet again, my heart is calling to do all of these things, but that doesn't mean that the other thing I'm not passionate about.
Yeah, and do you have to? Can you combine them in some way? Do you have to have two separate businesses, or could you maybe bring the elements that you really don't want to lose into the other business? I don't know.
You never know. That's the thing. That's why I was kind of thinking, there's something with that artistic pursuit, and you don't know where that's going to take you. That I mean, I can't make it up because I just literally don't know where it could take you. There are so many possibilities. You never know how you could one day literally join them somehow. So it's not like you have to make a decision or just one. But I think it's just worth knowing that the cards that we had really talk highly of the artistic one for some reason. For now anyway, right? Because it's not like always a good reminder. It's not set in stone, right, Mel? It's like for this time when you're asking us right now, check back in 1 year or whatever, or maybe earlier than that. Maybe that's a bit long down the line, but you never know what other question you have and what will transpire. So
yeah, and sometimes it's not ever, it's a not now. So sometimes when we're sort of trying to pursue something and we feel like, well, our tarot guidance and our spirit guides are saying no, and we think, yeah, but it feels right. Why are you saying no? But a year later, you ask the same question, and it's like green light. Get on with it. It just wasn't the right time. So it doesn't have to be permanent either, because that feels a bit more scary when we think, oh my god, I'm never going to do this again.
Mhm.
Might do.
Yeah.
So,
This is literally for now, right? You
yeah.
ask now. This is like what the universe is saying right now, to make it a little bit easier for now. Much. I love art, and it makes me much more calmer and also passionate. Also, I can talk to people in the process too. Tattooing. Well, then see, I think, there may be something about the calmness. Maybe that's what you need at the time, like right now in your life. Therefore, it's a really great pursuit and something that will bring some transformation. Just yeah. It doesn't mean the other thing is going to disappear or that you can't do it right now. Anyway. But as I was, if there's anyone else watching, just let us know in the comments, please, if you'd like us to give you a reading. If you have a question, then please put the question down. And if it's, thank you very much, Natalia.
Thank you, Natalia.
And if you're commenting from Facebook, please let us know who you are, your name, just because right now it still says Facebook user.
Hi, Facebook user. I wonder if that's Helen.
That's what I thought as well for a second.
Yeah.
And have a little play. I just want to quickly add, Natalia, if you're still watching, because whilst we were talking about this now shuffling, I had the playfulness card come up, jump out. So, don't stress yourself out too much. Play with options. Yeah, that's pretty much a good advice just in general. I think that's what I'm doing these days. Now, whenever I get too much in a rut and I start over-analyzing and overthinking everything, and I'm like, no, my affirmation is now, it gets to be easy, it gets to be fun from now on. I'm done with all the stresses and overwhelm. And if it's not bringing me fun and it's not easy and fun, then I don't want it. Oh, there's Katie as well. KTP, yes, of course, you can ask a question. So Natalia, the playfulness was for you. Yes, Natalia. There's another Facebook user who said, hello, Kat and Mel. Please let us know your name, because right now it just says Facebook user. KTP is asking for a question. Yes, you can ask a question, Katie. Just please do that in the comments. And we'll do a reading for you. Okay, so Katie's asking if Jordan will want to have a relationship with her again. So if you can go ahead, Mel, that's okay, because I think there aren't that many people right now, so there's no point like just picking and choosing. And I'll just do the same thing. I'll just pull an oracle card for Katie as well.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just jumped out. Let me just see. Katie P. Oh. Is there any hope of a rekindling? Is there any potential reunion? Okay. Okay. All right. So, Katie, what I've got, first of all, I had a card throw itself at me again. They keep doing that.
Yeah, mine are jumping out today as well. Sorry.
And it's the Seven of Wands. So I feel like the Seven of Wands is a card where you're getting a bit of grief from people, and it might be that you have had a relationship that hasn't worked out and you want to rekindle, and maybe friends and family are saying no, it didn't work, and you're saying yeah, but I want it. So there's some friction around you, which is being shown by the Seven of Wands. And as you can see from this quite gory card, it's somebody there sort of having to defend himself a bit because people are having a go. So it might be that you've got a little bit of that going on around you at the moment. In terms of the potential for rekindling, do have the Page of Swords. Now the Page cards are messengers. In fact, I had this one for Natalia a minute ago. So the pages bring messages. This is usually communication of some sort, a phone call, a text message or an email, something like that. So I do feel like you're going to get some contact from him through this Page of Swords. And then we've got the Five of Swords, which is sometimes when it can represent a little bit of conflict. If there's some words that have been left unsaid, that's not necessarily a bad thing. So it does look like there is a little bit of friction around this relationship, whether that's directly with you and him or whether that's with you and other people who involve themselves. and especially with the Five of Swords. But it does look like there's going to be some sort of communication coming. So even if that's just communication so that you can move forward and be friends, I mean, that's a good thing. But I feel like there needs to be some words spoken between you, particularly with Two Swords cards. There needs to be a direct conversation. There's words that have been left unsaid. And with the Page coming in, it looks like you're going to get your opportunity to have a conversation and then go with your heart from there. And I always think that if you're not in a relationship with somebody anymore, there's a reason. So dig into that reason. Why did it not work? That's not to say it can't work in the future, but just sort of do a little bit of analysing there about whether it is actually what you want, or if you just need to get something off your chest.
Okay. So, Katie, for you, two cards have jumped out. And so I'm going to start with the one that's called Thicket of Thorns, and it's called Uncertainty. So, sorry, I'm just going to try and find the perfect place. So when I'm looking at this card, I mean, the first thing that comes to me is the fact that this girl is in a thicket of thorns. And so that kind of tells me that you've been burned more than once. I'm assuming this is about this relationship in particular, as I'm asking about this particular person. And there are many additional little creatures. So we have a little forest animal. Oh my goodness, I forgot the name. Not the lamb, but what's the
forest animal? Is it on the card?
Yeah, it's the forest deer. Oh, deer,
yeah,
right? The small, Bambi. It's Bambi.
Yeah. Oh. With the antlers.
Without, it's a baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry. So we have a deer here. We have butterflies, and I feel like the butterflies, because we have 3 of them. There are like they kind of make me feel like your friends, like your female friends, girlfriends, close friends, someone that you can, you would call close people whom you can speak to and open up, and they're really looking after you. So I feel like they are having probably some advice to you that they have already given you. Maybe you don't like it. It's not really nice to hear what they have to say because of the pain and the hurt that you're in, I feel, because of that thicket of thorns. Now they are trying to actually lead you out of it. And I don't know, Katie, if you do have children or a pet, because I feel like this little deer is possibly symbolizing either a small child or a pet. For some reason, when I said small child, I quickly had a picture of like a dog. So, I mean, what I'm getting from this is that there is a lot of sadness. And I feel like you're in too much sadness to actually make clear decisions because, I mean, it's tough. When we miss somebody, you have 3 kids. Oh, okay. So maybe, do you talk with your kids about it? I don't know how old your kids are. Because whatever your kids are saying, if they're saying anything or giving you any sort of hints, they really are looking after you and they want your happiness because they're really worried, okay? But I feel this card actually has a number 43. And if I add them together, 4 and 3, that's a 7. And to me, a 7 means, solitude. Okay, so it's time for a little bit of solitude. And this is not to say being alone and, lonely. It's just solitude to spend time with yourself, because I feel like there are too many thorns within you, metaphorically speaking, that you just need to take out for now, okay? And that kind of leads me to the other card that has popped up for you. Also, you broke up because of the kids, right? Okay, well, I feel like there's some sort of a message in there in itself for you, Katie. The other card is the Earth Spirit, and it's called Stability. And I feel like this card is actually more of an advice from Spirit for you rather than what's necessarily happening. And I feel that stability is what you need right now, and that relationship did not bring stability, or it won't even, not right now. I feel like this is again, I look at the numbers quite a lot on the cards, and this is 14, 1 and 4, that's a 5, and 5 is a very chaotic number. It's a number of ups and downs, constant chaos, conflict. Things are not, where things are not stable. And what you really need most of all is stability for now. And I feel, I just feel like the stability is not going to happen with Jordan, at least not now. Again, like I say, it's this is all guidance and answer for current situation, current time that we're asking at. Let's see, because I feel like possibly this instability has been following you for quite a while, maybe even years, if not your whole life. So it's really important. You could guys come together, but I feel like first you just need to focus on yourself and creating stability in your life before any new relationship, whether it's Jordan or someone else, would make sense, really. As you can see on this picture, I hope you can see. Mel, can you tell me that's kind of visible?
Kind of.
Sorry, I will make it better. Yeah, I need to play with the setup. But you can see the fairy, she's sitting down. Okay, so she has a contemplative time as well. She really needs to sit down, have a little think about it, and just slow things down for herself. And because we're talking about relationship, I feel like slowing down means just slowing down with all the romantic pursuits for now. Katie, okay. So I hope that resonates with you and that it helps. Oh, you did say dear Bambi. Yes. Yes, thank you. Yeah. And, the other thing, again, I was just drawn to the butterflies. And so I feel like you said you have 3 kids, that signifies your 3 kids. And they are, honestly, I feel like they are going to be your guiding light, I want to say, in some way. I would just say focus on your family life, time with your kids, enjoy it, and things will work out for you. Okay. So if anyone else has a question, now if you're watching and you don't want to post a question publicly, you can send me a message on Facebook. You're most welcome, Katie. You can you can message me on Facebook. My Facebook page is given in the show notes in the description. If you don't have it, just send me a message with your question. And you can say, please make it anonymous. And then won't mention your name. If the question is quite specific and you don't want us to be that specific, I'll just show the message to Mel, but we won't share it live. We'll just do the reading and, give you an answer that way. So that's an option as well. So we'll just give it a second and see if anyone wants. If not, then I think we can pull a card. I thought maybe we could pull a card for the coming week, just a collective, energy, and just, and then she'll see you next time.
Okay. Again, I got a jumper. I don't know. I'm just trying to think where the moon is at the moment, because it was full the other day.
It was in Leo. It was in Leo. Now it's out into, because I was actually just looking at my Moonology diary. Today it's coming out of Virgo into Libra.
Oh, okay, good. Bit of balance. Nice. Okay, so a card for the collective for the coming week. So anybody that's tuning into this video, it doesn't matter if you're here live or if you watch it on the recording. If you found the video, then you found it for a reason. So the general guidance around the energy that's around us at the moment, and we're on the 9th of February, is the Hanged Man. So this card represents stagnation, stillness, and nothing really happening. So I don't mind this card. I just think, oh well, I'll have a rest then. It can be frustrating when you're in this type of energy. So you might find over the next few days that you're not really getting anywhere, and you feel like you're wading through treacle, and you're wanting to take some action and get some stuff done, and everything seems to be against you. And that's sometimes when it's just one of those times where you just need to sort of surrender to what's happening and surrender to the divine plan, which is easier said than done, particularly if you are quite action oriented and you like to get out there and get stuff done. I mean, I'm definitely that sort of person. So stepping into that surrender energy and just giving into what will be, that's going to serve you best over the coming week. Trying to fight against this and push to get things done, you may hit obstacles. If you do hit obstacles, then just take a step back from the obstacle and just wait for the obstacle to be removed. It will go. Everything's transient. It will move out the way. But it's not a time to be making big, drastic decisions. It might be a time to just sort of sit with what's happening and allow things to unfold of their own accord. And don't worry if you don't know what's coming in, because sometimes we have to be in that energy, and that's part of our journey.
Perfect. I remember when I got the Hanged Man, and I gotta say, I understand the wisdom of it, but like whenever I'm getting, it's like my worst nightmare. Wow, waiting again.
But I want it. Yeah, I want it now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I was just checking my phone just to make sure nobody's messaged with an anonymous question, but doesn't look like there's anyone there. So let's see what else we have for this week for whoever is watching, whenever you're watching. Well, interesting, based on what you just said, because we have the standing stones, and it's the other word is the keyword. Sorry, is passage. So I feel like these standing stones, right, that can feel really boring and like so super stable that they're not moving, nothing's happening, and we have to. If you can see, she has to like go and kind of zigzag between them to get to where she needs. And each of the stones is talking about a little bit of stillness and having wisdom in itself. So every pause and every rest is there for a reason, so that we can recalibrate and probably find out some more information that maybe we haven't had before, that will then help us take the next step. So I feel like this is a very good confirmation of what you just said, Mel. And it's also number 40 on this card, which again to me means stability. Number 4, stability, and also kind of it's a stability that brings something new, because 0 it can be pretty new, isn't it? There's nothing there. It's like there's no expectation. So just work on, maybe not work, but I just want to say, just live every day, just your normal life, and just kind of focus on the things, that you do each day without being impatient, I suppose. And then, each day you'll find a new idea. There will be a new step as to what to do next, whatever your goal is, right? If there's anything that you're working towards or you're hoping for something to come through, I feel like each day will be a new stepping stone for you to find your answers and your guidance until you are then ready to take action. So yeah, definitely a little bit of waiting.
Have you seen the comment? I didn't realize that. It's half term, so yep, standing still for a week.
Oh yeah.
Just hanging there.
Yeah, just Yes, very appropriate. Yeah. But it's leading to amazing things because we have a beautiful starry sky that's like, it looks like a galaxy almost. It's like everything is possible. There are all the opportunities waiting for us to tap into, which is
Maybe
so
that's
nice.
a nudge to sort of take the time to look at the sky, look at the stars, and
Mm.
whilst you're not able to move forward and get stuff done, just look around you and enjoy what's there.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yes.
not good for impatient types like us Aryans.
No.
Standing still.
No, yeah, I totally get it because I am an Aries moon. So my internal temperament is to go, go, go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my internal drive in this life. So it's really difficult. And I always had these, oh my goodness, I had these cards pop out for me from other people so much. It's always either take your time or be present or patience. Oh, stop it already.
Yeah, I think that's one of those lessons that many of us are here to learn. Patience.
Yeah, because it's
And
very it's
effectively.
very and it's very anti what we hear all around. It's always take action, go for it, do it, push through it, you know? It's like, no, sometimes you just gotta take a step back and you'll be surprised how taking a step back will clarify things for you so amazingly that you will be like, I know what I'm doing now. Or something will happen and you're like, okay, now it's go time. And it just comes in all on its own. That's what I have definitely noticed.
Yeah, same here. And when I sit and just let my guides talk to me, I get so many answers to questions I've been overthinking for so long. And I literally get them all within about 20 minutes of meditation. And I think, why didn't I do this days ago? But I was too busy.
Yeah, probably trying to also figure out, fix things and get things going. And like you said, analyzing, trying to find the answers yourself. Okay, well, I think that was very nice session. And I will be going live on my YouTube channel and my Facebook group weekly on Thursdays. It will be always between 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. So just watch out for the notification when I schedule an event. And Mel will be joining me from time to time as well. So yeah, we'll definitely see you again.
Will
It's been
indeed.
lovely to have you. Yeah, and if you're watching on the replay, please let us know if one of the readings resonated with you, because if it even wasn't for you, but it resonates, then it probably was for you as well, if you know what I mean. Okay, till next time.
Yeah, lovely to see everyone.
Bye.
Bye.